Little bit shorter video this go around. Just getting everything tacked together, make sure it all fits before I start fully welding everything. TE Designs has done a great job at making sure that everything fits together and it's all accurate, which is a huge help for somebody like me who's never done anything like this before. So here I figured out that I had welded the back half together wrong, so I cut it apart and used the other tubes to make sure it was all square, and it all lined up significantly better this go around. Alright, so everything's tacked in. I set the roof back on this morning, made sure it all fit. That all looked good. So now I can just start burning everything together. I'll have to take a couple tubes out just to get to this tube will have to come out so I can get to the inside part of the weld on here, but there's only a few of them. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright, so I went to go weld this tube back in, and it wasn't fitting. I had to move the C-pillar bar out a little bit. So my solution to that is we ran a ratchet strap to the workbench, just an eyelet to the workbench, and then on the other side ran it from the same tube, same spot, over to the support post for my garage, and it worked great. The back of the cage is almost completely welded. All I've got left is the back of this tube here and the bottom of that crossbar to the B-pillar. I couldn't get to them in the truck, so I lowered the truck literally all the way to the ground. That drum is sitting on the ground. And then I used my engine hoist to pick up the cage and then swing it sideways so I can get to this side, and then I'll swing it the other way and get to that side over there. Alright, I got the back half of the cage welded up. I started doing second passes, but I wasn't real pleased with how they were coming out. So I talked to some people who are significantly better at welding and have more experience building roll cages, and they said it's not necessary as long as the first pass is good and strong, and I'm pretty confident in those. So I'm going to hold off on finishing those for now. But everything is 100% welded on the behind the C-pillar, so from there back it's all welded. That's going to be it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to seal this off, so that way I don't have stuff coming up from underneath the truck into this space and coming up through this hole for the cab mount. And then I'll set the cage back down and get it welded to the frame and start the front half. So like and follow to follow the build and keep up with the next steps of this cage build.